I've learned so much. I'm being real, and I'm going to say something that's,
not that groundbreaking.
It's probably not that groundbreaking, but I'm being vulnerable.
I love that about you, Bobby.
Okay, so I want to be vulnerable, and I want to say that because, in my head, I think Eric Stonestreet at every second, right, is just like going to a party after party.
Are you kidding
I know,
me?
but I'm just saying, in your own mind, when you're driving down the road and you see a Modern Family, billboard, and you go, "That guy's fucking killing. I congratulate. What a great guy." I'll just mumble to myself, "I remember that one time." You know what I mean? In your head, right? But deep down, right, you just think that you're living this, life, but you do have human moments.
Well,
all
that's
the time.
the craziest thing. I was just I forget. I was home in Kansas City, and somebody asked me something. What was it that started the conversation? But the point is, and I told my mom this. I said, "Did you hear how she asked that question?" Like, she said, "How's so and so doing? How's so and so doing?" And I don't have to ask about you. I know you're doing great. And we got in the car and we drove away. And I said to my mom, I said, "See, that's a interesting insight you just saw right there, because of what her perception of me, which admittingly is awesome. I'm thankful, grateful."
Right.
For financial gain, fame, TV, whatever, all that. But that nobody considers the personal side, that life's complexities still happen. You still deal with scary things, vulnerable things, parents' health things. All that stuff still seeps in. But because I'm on TV and make money, it's like, well, I know you're doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it's like...
It's crazy. And here's the thing, though. It's like, people say that also, like, you didn't do the work, though, Like, I'm being real. Even when we were on Mad back in the day, we wished to bring you on. You didn't have to audition because you brought heat. I mean, I had every commercial that I had probably lost was given to you back in that day, I mean, we were, for years, doing it. Mm-hmm. So when that happened for you, it wasn't like one of those things where like, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, that's a given. Mm-hmm. That's, it's like, there's a lot of guys out there like that if they become a gigantic sitcom star, it would be like a no-brainer, right? But still, it's like, you worked your ass off to get there. And also I'm learning that we all go through this thing called life.
We all have it.
Yeah.
But the truth is like, and I've told my, people this before. It's like, I'm not getting a ton of incoming phone calls saying, "How you doing today? Like, how are you?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the reason is because, and I kind of think nobody, not that they don't care, but because I've got this visible thing that's clearly going well.
Yeah.
I don't maybe have a tremendous amount of complaining to do or get to do.
Wow.
Don't you agree?
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
and then, so it all starts to make sense when because I don't consider myself like a Robin Williams or Chris Farley or guys like that, or, like people that can go real dark real quick, because I'm not that personality. But, you've had your struggles, and a lot of your friends have had their struggles, and you can see how it can get real serious real quick when nobody's assuming you can be having a bad day because you're so funny on stage.
That's actually, I have this...
You're blowing me away today.
I have this really deep fear of getting wealthy. Mm-hmm. And it's because I do have a propensity for that type of darkness, that I feel that if I were to ever have everything I want financially and I still have that same darkness, that I wouldn't be able to explain the pains that I'm going through. Like right now, bills and things and all of those things, I could be like, okay, I'm feeling depressed or kind of blue, and I have things to blame it on. Mm-hmm. I fear that if I were to have all of that financially, and all I would have to blame it on is my actual darkness or demons.
You're so in the wheelhouse of real life.
That's terrifying.
I had a day similar to that yesterday. This premiere for Secret Life of Pets was yesterday. Not that I'm going to get into this, but I just have a lot of stressful things going on in my life. And yesterday was a super happy, awesome day. And for that moment of sustained excitement, like I'm at a movie premiere of a movie that I'm in with Kevin Hart and Harrison Ford, and this is awesome, awesome, awesome. But when that ends, where do you go back to? You go back right back to that place that is very normal, everyday person, which is these concerns and stresses that you have in your life, right?
Yeah.
So I think about that all the time, where, you know, people's perception of how you're doing is you can be very much alone in that world where people aren't checking in with you a tremendous amount.